Start off by saying first, my government name is Leonard Howard, but in Cleveland or Miles, I'm known as Lenbob. In Detroit and Chicago, I'm known as LB. Maryland and Washington, I'm known as B. New York and New Jersey, I'm simply known as Bob. But for the last 23 years, and for the next 28 years straight, which is a total of 50 years, I'm known as simply Inmate Howard, number 234-747. I'm going to let my friend Mike introduce himself.
Look, everybody know me as Haywood, and I'm down here. I've been down here 21 years, and we sending this message out to be put in Poochie's and to let everybody know, how we feel about the situations that's going on around there, and the word that we get from the street is not good. So we want to share our point of view about how we was when we was growing up in the hood. So this is what it is, and go ahead, Bob.
This is what I would like to say myself, y'all. I was born and raised over there. I'm hearing a lot of things that the younger guys, y'all, shooting each other, killing each other. And when we came up over there in Miles, it was just we was like a community, y'all. We did everything together. We was a family outside of our blood family. We went to picnics, the Square Rock together. We played football together. We did a lot of things together. Cedar Point, you name it. We all did it as one, as a family.
Fought each other.
We fought, and sometimes we fight 2 or 3 times a day one another. But one thing it was, if we fought, if we lost, we'd come back and fight again the next day. But we never shot one another. We never killed one another. And that bothers me because I love all of y'all. Like I said, I was born and raised over there. I love all you guys. I know your mothers, your grandmothers, grandfathers, and everything. And another thing too, y'all, I understand everybody got to eat, everybody got to survive, but how much money do one need? I was out there, y'all, I know you probably saying, hey, we done heard so much about you robbing and killing and stealing and kidnapping. I was blinded by greed.
But the devil was in the hood.
And I was blinded by greed, y'all, and what happened was I ended up in prison. Like I said, I've been in here since 1991, and my first parole board date of possibly getting out of here is May 2042. How much money do one need? How much money is enough? Once you start into the game and you dealing drugs or whatever it is, reefer, whatever you're doing, hustling, it's going to come a time when someone's going to possibly try to rob you. Once they try to rob you, 9 times out of 10, you're going to go back and try to do something to them. And once you do, everybody in the streets is talking. Everybody know everybody's business. Everybody's talking.
We get word of everything. We get word of everything. They come to us like, they just got to tell us. And I'm going to tell you like it is. We fought each other. That same night we go out, we go somewhere, we all together. We didn't come back and kill each other. We didn't do none of that. We didn't disrespect nobody's mothers, nobody's fathers. When we see your mother or your father or your grandmother or your grandfather come down the street with a bag or something, they need help, we helping them. If we were shooting dice on the corner, we'd stop shooting dice so they can get past and go in the store. Poochie is the only black store that's still left since we was babies. Since we was babies coming up. Before, when he was in the army, in the service, his mother was running the store. We got all respect for them, and we feel like he ain't sell out for nobody, he ain't sell the store, he ain't sell the bar, he still got that for y'all, but better yet, some want to disrespect him. Those that you wasn't born over there or don't know the history about Miles, get to know the history first before you do all that crazy stuff. Killing somebody that we know, killing each other, sneaking and killing each other. We don't play that stuff, man. We didn't play that stuff. We love each other. We fight, and we friends the next day. And we let the next day go on and keep on going. We got our money. We got paper. You see what I'm saying? But I didn't get mad because he was making more money than me. He didn't get mad because I was making more money than him. We kept it in the family.
But I want to say this too, Mike. I want to say this. it might sound corny to y'all, and it sounded corny to me when the guy came out of the penitentiary and was trying to tell me that education is the key, man. I know you guys, y'all got kids, you know, moms, dads, grandmothers, and if you live in the street life, y'all, all I'm saying to you is it's going to come a time, man, where you're going to have to cash in. If you end up cashing in, coming to the penitentiary with a lot of time, and then you're going to have somebody else raising your child, like I had other men raising my daughters. It's going to come a time when your mom may be sick, and you can't be there because you're locked in here, man. You can't go to a bedside and hold her hand. You really got to think what's really more important, y'all. You know, the almighty dollar of your family. And to be honest with y'all, I'm telling y'all from experience, you don't have to listen to me. You don't have to take heed to my words. But I'm telling y'all, the most important thing, man, is family. You have children, you want to be there to raise your children. You don't want nobody else having to raise your children, man. Education is the key. You're never too old to go back to school and take up a trade and get your education where you can feed your family. You don't have to throw stones at the penitentiary. And I'm telling you, man, we coming to you from hell. And that's what this is. It was all pride calculated and designed, man. You know, for guys to sell drugs, to get all this money that we never had before. Then the guys that's selling the drugs, you get hooked on the lifestyle. You get hooked on the money. You become a worse fiend than the guy that's hooked on the crack cocaine and that's hooked on the drugs. So the people that's hooked on the drugs, they're going to rob and steal so they can get the money so they can buy the drugs. And the guys that's selling the drugs, once he ain't got a hook no more and he take a fall and his money is all gone, he going to do all he got to do to get back up on top again. But it's all pride calculated and designed because the guy that's selling the drugs, they're going to get him and knock him sooner or later. And he's going to end up in the Fed joint somewhere with 10 or more years in prison. The person that's robbing so he can get high on the drugs, he's going to get caught and get killed, and he's going to end up in prison too. So it's all pride calculated and designed, y'all, for us all to end up in these prisons. And these prisons, today, prisons are being sold. And USA Today, go ahead.
Let me tell y'all this, man. This is what we sending our message for. It's trying to get something through y'all head. And to let y'all know, man, we need unity back in the neighborhood, man. Because when I come back, my grandkids, my nieces, my nephews, my cousins, the little baby, they want to play without fear. And this is what y'all should be doing now. Getting together and watching each other's kids and making sure that they ain't out there playing Russian roulette because of somebody else. You see what I'm saying? We sending this thing to get this unity back together. And that's what we want, man. We want unity. We want unity, man. Let's get this thing back together. Because when I come home, that's the first thing I want to do is come back and let it be known, hey, I'm all about unity. I ain't about looking for Skippy or whoever about somebody that's shot mines or shot somebody that I love. No, I ain't coming home for that. I'm coming home for this unity. You see what I'm saying? I'm unity. And bring business back to the neighborhood. Bring restaurants back to the neighborhood. We don't have none of that. We got Poochie still standing. And right now, we got to surround him and make sure that he keep running for us.
I like to say this too.
We're going to close this out, man, because we got 1 minute.
I like to say this just 1 minute if I can keep.
Yeah.
I like to say this here too, y'all, in all honesty. Education, again, I'm going to go back again. Education, he can laugh at me all he wants to. Education is the key. If I'd have listened, all the money, it don't make no difference. It's all about family. When you're able to stay home and be out there with your children, when they need you the most, able to walk your kids to school, able to be home when they come from school. When you're able to be out there, you can get a job. It's not how much you make, it's what you do with what you make. And I'm telling y'all the truth, man. No funny, no, not being funny. I'm being honest to God with y'all, man.
We love y'all, man.
Please, you're never too old to go back to school and get your education. The same dudes I used to kick in the butt when I was in school, knocking their books out their hand.
Those that I ain't seen in years,
them are the same
we love y'all.
Today. Them are the same people today that's wardens and things like that.
We
in
love
these
y'all.
prisons.
Believe that.
And they are the ones that's taking over.
I'll be
Going
home
for the
soon.
education.
I'll be home
Is
soon.
that the 10-minute one?
Yeah.